Alright, what's going on guys? Today I'm going to be showing y'all a really essential thing to know just if you ride bikes, because it's bound to happen sometime or another from either like thorns or casing on coping or just the random flat tire. It's just how to change a tube out of your BMX wheel. Alright, so all you're going to need to do this is a new tube, a tire lever, but if you don't have a tire lever, I've used a pedal wrench before, just pretty much anything that's not super sharp and you can get in between your rim and your tire without possibly tearing your tire. I've used this before and I just used the dull side and it worked out. It scratched up my rim a tiny bit, but it was worth it at the time because I didn't have anything else to do it with. But I definitely recommend a tire lever. There may be like $1 or $2 at your local bike shop. It's really an essential thing to have too. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do to get started is just to let out all the air out of your current wheel if it's not already flat. So the only reason I'm changing this one right now is I've had a slow leak, so like pretty much every time I go to the skate park I have to pull out my pump and pump up my tire maybe like 10 to 20 degrees because it'll lose about 10 psi overnight, and I'm just getting kind of tired of doing that, so I'm just going to go ahead and change it. You want to make sure you get like the majority of the air out. It just makes it that much easier to take off. Okay, should be good enough. Alright, so now is when having a tire lever comes important. You're going to stick it in between your rim and your tire with the lip side facing your tire. And so you're going to stick it in between there and get it under the lip of your tire and just kind of pop that part out. Just like that. So once you have that one part out, just like this, here, I'm actually gonna do it again just so y'all can see. All right, so that's what it'll look like in between there, and you're gonna get it under like the bead, like the thick inner part of it, and then you just hook that and pop it out. And then once you do that, you'll just start pushing it down and go all the way around your wheel like that to make only one side of your tire come off. So the other side of the tire is still going to be hooked on the inside of the rim just like this, and you need it to stay that way or else you're going to have to do more work that needs to be done. So next you find the stem for your old tube, pull that out, and then you just start pulling your tube out the side of your tire that you just removed. So you can just toss that, and then I have a brand new S&M tire. I just ordered whatever, I think off of Empire, and this is what they sent me. So I'm not really too picky about my tubes. Back when I first started riding, I rode like really thick dance comp tubes just because I knew I'd always be riding through like grass and stuff, and I didn't want to get like a thorn and not be able to ride my bike the rest of that day. So I just went with those. These seem decently thick. They're probably a little thicker than the ones I was just running, but glad the stem is back to this instead of that whole threaded stem crap. That was stupid. Okay, so now for this part, for putting the tube in, the first step of that is going to be you're going to have to pump it up to give it that like round shape. Because if you try to stick it in there like this, it's not going to stay, and you're just going to waste your time trying to do that for a pretty long time probably. So just put that in there and pump it up just like that. So just to where like you squeeze it and it has a little bit of resistance. That should be fine. And you might be thinking, oh no, I got like the wrong size tube or whatever, but they always start a lot smaller than like your tube. So I run 2.25s, and this is maybe like a 1.75 in diameter right now. So this is really tiny, but it will like fill the shape of your tire, so you don't have to worry about that. As long as it says like on the little sticker that you got it from, like mine says 20 times 1.75 to 2.40. So I could run this for a 2.4 tire, but I have 2.25s, so this should work great. Actually, while I'm at it too, I have a spoke in here. Never mind. I have two spokes that I broke But I really don't want to mess with that right now, so I'll just worry about that in a little bit. Okay, so now to put this back in, you have to go find, there it is, the stem hole in your rim. And you'll start by sticking the tire back in there. So stick the tube inside your tire on that side you popped out, and then you'll kind of rotate the tube inside that. So like this is what it'll look like. You'll have everything in there. You'll have the rim, your tube inside the tire that's still sticking off to the side, and you'll want to line it up with your stem hole. It's kind of hard to see right there. Okay, so I'm gonna go sit down and do that. Scoop that over, and it should slide around pretty easy, so this part isn't normally too hard. I just have to pull that piece out, line it up, and then just push that through. And then once you push that through, you're ready to put your tire back on. So using your tire lever or whatever else you have. This part can get kind of tricky. It took me a few tries the first time I ever tried it, but I always start near the tire stem or the tube stem, and so I'll push it down on like half and then kind of hold. So I'll push in the lip under the rim on about maybe a quarter of the tire, and then I'll use my hand to hold the tube stem in the hole in my rim. Because if you don't, it'll kind of move to the side, and then you're more likely to break that off or pop your tire. Once you stick the tube stem back in there, you'll use your tire iron and start going back around, but this time you'll have the inner lip facing towards your rim. So you'll just slowly go around like that, all the way around, and boom, it's back in. Okay guys, then so once you get your tire back in between your rim, pretty much the only thing left to do then is just air it up. So you can use your compressor, tire pump, whatever you have, and that's pretty much it. Like it could be kind of difficult to get your little air up thingy for your pump on there. What I do is use your thumb to press directly behind the stem or valve, whatever it is. Press it on there, lock it in place, and you want to get your first few pumps in to where it takes the shape of the tire. To where it has a decent amount of resistance. It has a little under 20 PSI right now. And what I like to do, just to make sure the tire's on, on there, all the way and level and stuff like that, is I kind of roll it a little bit and put a lot of pressure on it. That way, if it needs to move a certain way to fit in your rim, this should get it done. So just do that a couple times, that should be good. And then pretty much just pump it up the rest of the way, and that's it, and you're good to go. So replacing a tube is really not that hard. It's something you should do. I don't recommend going to a local bike shop to get that done. It'll save you a lot of time and money, so you don't have to go drop it off and then come pick it up if they're really busy. Just go ahead and go buy a tube, buy a tire lever, and you can do it yourself and save yourself probably about 10-15 bucks. But that's pretty much it for today, guys. I hope that helped. If y'all have any other bike how-tos or anything else y'all want me to do, just go ahead and let me know. And thanks for watching.